So, Christopher Eccleston, we're here at the Lowry in your hometown of Salford, where you're going to be talking about your new book. You're currently signing a few in front of us.
How many are we signing?
570.
570 was
570 books. How exactly did this book come about? What was the catalyst that made you want to write it?
my dad's dementia. I was doing some work with a charity and they asked me if I'd do a personal piece for the Guardian newspaper, and the article appeared and I was amazed really because it got a very strong response. I really didn't expect it, and I was approached by Simon & Schuster to do a book.
So, as you've mentioned there, your dad, Ronnie, is really the central theme of the book.
Yep.
And through talking about him and your relationship with him, you kind of touch on the subject of masculinity. And then later on in the book, you discuss your battles with mental health.
Yep.
How important do you think it is to discuss these kind of issues and bring them to people's attention?
Well, I think if Donald Trump and Boris Johnson had been taught to think about their feelings and talk about their feelings and other people's feelings. I mean, let's be honest, it's a man's world. It shouldn't be. It should be a woman's world. And I think a big part of that is because men don't know how to be vulnerable. I know I'm being grandiose here, but I certainly grew up where any element of vulnerability in a male was a weakness, effeminate. And I battled with that all my life. And I played a lot of roles that, because I look like I can handle myself. In fact, I've got a black belt in cowardice. And I do think now, a young man of your age, for instance, is being bombarded with idealised physical imagery for men. Women have had it for centuries. So it was something I desperately wanted to do.
As you've sort of said, that it's really had such a positive impact on everyone, and it's meant a lot to a lot of people that you actually bringing these things to attention. So on a personal level, thank you so much for that, because it really spoke to me. And on the subject of things having an impact, obviously a lot of your roles have made a huge impression upon people. Nikki in Our Friends from the North,
Yep.
Trevor in Hillsborough,
Yep.
Doctor Who, which was this massive phenomenon, and then more recently Morris in The A Word.
Yes.
So is that kind of sensation ever in the back of your mind when you're playing these roles of the impact that they're going to have on people?
I think it's very important to not think about the end result and just think about what you're doing in the moment. But I'd be a liar if I do understand now that I have a relationship with the audience because they've watched me grow up. And in fact, when I chose to do Doctor Who, it was because I thought I've done loads of stuff for liberal adults like me, Guardian readers, but I haven't done anything for children. And that was conscious. It was something I wanted to do creatively, but from a business point of view, as an actor, you've always got to come out of different boxes. And I thought, if I'm suddenly a children's entertainer as well, that's good. And also children are far brighter than adults anyway.
Drawing things to a close, what's next for you? I mean, can you see yourself putting pen to paper again, or is the book you've written the definite article now?
No, I want to do more. Yeah, I definitely want to do more. And I'm starting a production company called Correct Productions with my partner Andrew Critchley. You're getting an exclusive here. And I'm going to hopefully produce and direct drama and documentary.
Well, if you've got any jobs going, then do send it my way.
And some more stage work. I've done Macbeth. I want to do Shylock. I want to do Richard III. I want to do The Tempest.
Shakespeare-wise, I was going to say, you'd make a great Iago in Othello, but you've done that already, haven't you, on TV?
I've done it on television, but I'd really like to do Shylock, like to do Richard III, Coriolanus, Titus Andronicus, some of the big ones, Prospero in The Tempest, because I've got a daughter, Esme, and it's very much about a father-daughter relationship. And I've done a lot about father-sons in my book.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Christopher. It's been
welcome.
an absolute pleasure talking to you.
And you. Thank you very much.
Cheers.